Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. It is Monday. Oh, what's today? Monday. Oh my god. So we got, yep, we are literally snowed in. So no garden today. No pitchforking. None of that. Here is the 3 tomato sauce I canned yesterday. So I pulled out 4 more bags that I'm gonna do today. I might as well do the canning since I can't do nothing else. Yep. Alright, last week's video, I did show you guys how I did this to strain the tomatoes. So I'm not gonna bore you with that again, but I will show you how I steamed them in my steamer. So I'll be back. I am steaming all of the tomato sauce, and I gotta wait until it gets to that dark green. I hear it boiling, so I just gotta wait until the dark green, then put it to 45 minutes on the timer. Ah, look at all of them! Lexton getting more chicken. Oh my gosh! Oh, look at the rooster. You're pretty. Huh? You're pretty too, actually. You're leaving them out there? Oh, okay. Oh, at least some of the snow melted, people. But not all of it. The banana plants, check them out. They died. Yep. The sweet potatoes are completely dead. Check it out. That's all the sweet potatoes right there. So today was another day of the bust. Not able to do anything. I guess we will try this tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, I don't even know what today is. What's today? Today is, I can't even look. I think Tuesday. Maybe Wednesday. Hold on. Told you, life living in the mountain. You forget what day it is. So today is Wednesday. This whole week has been shot, people. Like the snow, the sleet, everything's still frozen. I think the temperature is supposed to start getting better. I think tomorrow. Like today was 45, 50, but it's very windy, so it's still cold. That kind of thing. But I brought over 3 more tomato sauce because I've been inside the house just canning. So we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 21, 21 canned tomatoes. And I won't call it sauce because it has no flavor, nothing. It's just tomatoes, salt, and a little bit of lemon. And usually when I do ketchup or barbecue sauce, I would take 2 of these to make that. And if I want to make marinara sauce or anything like that, then I just take the same jar, put in the rest of the stuff for the marinara sauce and let it simmer for a little bit. So technically speaking, I don't need barbecue sauce because I got a load of barbecue sauce. And the only thing I know that I'll probably make is ketchup. But we don't use that much of ketchup, so we're good. The other thing that I am gonna start probably canning is gonna be potatoes. We do have all these little potato jars, but I want big jars of potatoes. So I did buy some potatoes because I didn't have any. And I have the green. So I just finished canning, well, in the process of canning the last 3 bags of frozen tomatoes. After that, I don't have no more tomatoes anywhere in the freezers. Then I have the green bag of tomato, and I want to make rotel but with green tomatoes to try it out. And I'm gonna do it with my chili, so I should be all right. We should be able to do it with the chili. The other thing is, check out all the potatoes we harvested this week. Or was it last week, I think, on the last video. And I totally forgot to take a picture. So I'm glad they're not mixed in with the other potatoes. And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start tossing technically these with these. Let them all cure. Some of these are a little weird looking, but some of them are doing fine. And we had all kinds of different, I want to say this is the red inside, these are the white inside. So, and we still have 3 more beds to actually harvest. Once I harvest them all, me and Lexington talked about it, and because some of these are turning like this, shriveling. See, shriveling. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna can them. So I'll probably leave a few. You see this one? So I'm gonna toss these to the chickens. I know I just saw another one. So what I'll do is I'll keep some to see if I can actually make slips out of it, but I don't know if I really want to, because I do want to hold up. Yep. I want to actually, oh, this is going to the chickens too. You see? I want to say, oh, whoa, now you breaking, you see? I want to say this stuff is not lasting, and I think it's because my air conditioning is not doing its thing. If I see some of these go bad, because I only have a few, then I will can it like I canned the last one. Spaghetti squash, you really can't can it because it's spaghetti squash. I don't think you can can it. I would have to do my research. But I could can the butternut. Not doing spaghetti squash anymore. It's not anybody's favorite. Alright, let me take these to the chickens. Let me show you how everything is withering in the garden. Alright guys, let me show you the freezer. So you see all the tomatoes are gone. I only have scraps. Like scraps to make vinegar, scraps to do broth, the 2 little baggies of onions, which I wanted to keep. I do have some sweet potato. I mean, I could cut things up and put them in this freezer, but I really wanted not to do that. And I did have celery, frozen celery, that I can redo into the stalks. I can rehydrate. I have dehydrated celery, and that lasts longer than the freezer. So I do have to come back, do the inventory on this stuff, and see what I can do, because once you can stuff, technically speaking, it lasts for a good amount of years. And if you freeze dry, it lasts like 25 years. So it's better than the freezer. So I did do all the tomatoes are completely gone. And I did write down that I got 18 bags of tomato. We got the 5 peppers that I freeze dried. And then here's the 5 freeze dried. We freeze dried the onions. The one is the 2 little ones that are in that freezer. We still have green beans. Not too sure of spinach. Celery and scraps. Yes, there's a lot of celery. Vinegar. Scraps. 6 vinegar scraps. That's a lot of vinegar. And then 1 carrot. The carrot, the celery, and the scraps go together to do the broth. So I'm not too mad about that. Garlic, I got 1 whole bag freeze dry. And somebody put SE well done. That had to be somebody. Probably JJ. The handwriting looks like JJ. Alright guys, and I don't have anything other than potatoes in here. If I can eliminate using this deep freezer, the black one, and unplug it for at least the winter to save some money on energy, I will. And then I'll put it in this deep freezer because this one is way bigger. And I'm sure it'll last longer. So let's go toss that to the chickens and let me show you the mess out there. I wanted to show you what makes me happy is all my garlic is sprouting. You see it? Oh. Yeah? Hey guys, welcome back. It is Sunday. It's been a long time since I've video recorded anything. It's because we've been busy this week. I don't remember when was the last time I recorded. I think maybe Monday or Tuesday, I don't know. And I don't want to guess. But I'm in the barn today. I did want to show you that we did collect some of the sweet potatoes. Today we're doing more of the sweet potato, the rest of the sweet potato that's in the garden. And all of the tomato sauce is up there. I kept 3 in the house. So from 18 bags, I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 21, 22, 23, 24, about 26 quart jars of tomatoes. And I call them tomatoes because there's only salt, lime, or lemon, and the tomatoes. I usually don't do anything with it until I'm ready to actually need either marinara sauce, pizza sauce, or ketchup. That's all I use my tomatoes for. So that's not bad. That's a good amount. We have also all the eggs that we freeze dried. I don't remember what this was. And of course I didn't write it, but I'm not going to pop it open. Here is lemon jam that we did. We have a small egg. This is cabbage, potatoes, green peppers. This is hot sauce. These are applesauce, and these are from last year, I think, 2024. Because I needed space in the kitchen. This is the green rotel. I did this yesterday with green tomatoes. This is pickles, or I don't think it's actually pickles. I think it's, oh man, what is that called? It's not pickles. It's something that people eat and they put it in their hot dog. Relish? Relish. That's relish. Man, what a brain fart. That's pickles. Then I have green beans, potatoes, peppers. I will not do this with my peppers going forward, though. I'd rather have them freeze-dried. I have condensed milk, more relish, red rotel, and the butternut squash. If these squashes don't last very long, then I will can them just like I can those. These are juices. This is cranberry and a mixed fruit juice. What else do we have? That's all the sweet potatoes, all the spaghetti squash. And of course, this is the overstock. I do have the ones in the house. I can show you that later. Not right now because I'm not going to the house. A lot of water for emergencies. And that's more drinking water than anything else. Because we do catch water. But in case of an emergency, I don't have to boil it. This one I can just pop open and drink it. We still have a lot of jars. So I did not do a lot of canning. What else do we have? And then in the deep freezer, we still have stuff, but I want to say it's not a lot. I'm thinking of probably doing a load of bone broth. Because that's really what I got. All this stuff is actually frozen. So I got frozen potatoes. I still got 2 bags of onions. That's potatoes. I don't know what this is. Kiwi? Oh, this is for soap making. This is aloe vera ice cubes for my soaps. I still got a bag of celery. And I have a lot of carrots. And this bag full of, this is garlic scapes. Scraps to make broth. And then scraps to make vinegar. And a lot of sweet bananas for banana bread. So, this is for my mentality and not yours once again. Essie, you need to look for something on how to preserve better the bananas. Maybe freeze dry them. And how about the vinegar scraps? I could probably freeze dry the onions with the garlic scapes. And maybe the celery. And then I have 1 bag of... I don't like my green beans in the can. I mean, I'll eat them. But you know me. I hardly eat any greens. I'm still learning. But there's only 2 bags of green beans that are frozen. So I'm alright with that. We still got space in this big freezer. As long as I have enough space to move this stuff to here, I'm okay with. So I might do the onions in the freeze dryer. I can't do potatoes because technically you're supposed to blanch them, cook them for a little bit before you put them in the freeze dryer. So that one is a bust. And what else can I do? I could probably, well, that's only one of those. The scrap for vinegar, maybe I'll do, no, I don't even want to do that. I gotta think about this stuff. I can do broth. I can, because there's a lot of stuff to do broth. Not closing correctly. So maybe I can do broth. And then just don't have to do broth again. Because I would have to look to see. I mean, I want to say it's 25 years for things that are freeze-dried and sealed correctly. If I'm not mistaken. Don't forget, I always tell you, do your own research. So I have to research how long do canned stuff last, right? Like, I'm pretty sure it's up to, like, I think 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to say we do go through everything before. I probably found, like, 2024. I found a few things of 2023, but I have not found anything that said 2022. I try to rotate them as much as I can. The other older stuff is in the house, so I tend to use it faster. And then this is the restock. So I could probably do bone broth. I mean, not bone broth, broth in general. This whole entire week, can it all, because I do have enough jars in my life, and just bring it here and maybe have a whole shelf of just broth, and as I need it, bring it in. That's the only thing I can think of. We also picked up the LUFFAs. Lexton was supposed to bring them here, so let's see what did he do with the LUFFAs, because I don't see them here. He was supposed to bring them. So let me bring a thingy for the, I want to say, Oh, this freeze-dried stuff in a bag, supposedly sealed correctly, will last up to 25 years. And then don't forget, that's onion, celery, green peppers. I think I got a bag of garlic. We had one of ginger. So those, if I don't have to open them, they stay there for 25 years, which I thought it was awesome. I also wanted more containers like this one, so I can put those bags in that container, and it's like a double dipping, you know, a double seal, I would believe, but I'm not too sure. And then today I want to do a seed inventory, so I'm gonna organize all these seeds, but first I need to actually go out there, so that's what the notebook is for. Yay! And finish up in the garden. Alright guys, we're gonna head to the garden. I gotta ask Campbell where's the loofahs. The other thing I gotta do, I still got a pitchfork. Not sure if the ground is hard. If the ground is too hard, that means we missed the opportunity to continue pitchforking. But it's sad to say that Lexington is trying to get our tiller actually fixed so we can till it and it'll be a little bit faster. Because this ground is still very hard because we still have sticks and stones underneath. So I'm willing to till for now and then pitchfork later, but I don't see what he did with my loofahs. Alright guys, we're in the garden and check out all the dead brown beds. Wow! Oh my goodness. I see where the onions are, so they still survived. I think I have a few. There's a few over there, a few right here. I'm gonna try to move them. I hope they don't get disturbed by being moved. But I'm gonna move them all to like one bed somewhere. But check it out. Wow. Okay, so this time of year, all the potatoes died, so that means I gotta dig in there. Today's gonna be a long day. I don't think I'm gonna record every single moment today because it's a lot of work. But the other thing we gotta pay attention to is the leaves. Now we have a lot of leaves on the ground, and we do have rattlesnakes and forget the other name of the snake that blends in with the stupid leaves. So we gotta be careful because they do like to hide underneath the leaves. And I haven't been here in about a week, so I gotta pay attention, listen to my surroundings, all that kind of stuff. Also today we need to put leaves on top of the beds. Some of these perked back up. Some of them died with the cold because they're only up to a certain temperature. But some of them survived. Check out the carrots. Wow. This is another bed that we gotta dig through. And the carrots over there. And Lexington picked up the loofahs, but I have to take out the trellis. This potatoes died. I like to make noise. Maybe that'll alert whatever is under anywhere that I am coming. Check out all the stuff growing here. Lots of carrots. That was supposed to be my broccoli, but I think it got frozen with the weather. I think it was too cold. Don't forget, the temperature went from like 60 to 10 in like one day, and then like today is 60 again. So check out the garlic growing, which that's pretty norm for right now. And then we're gonna cover this up with leaves. That's the other thing I want to do. So let me get started. I wanted to take that out, but I don't know for sure if I want to. Lexington left, I think, 2 loofahs on the trellis. I guess he couldn't reach it. So he's supposed to go get my loofahs. Let me get started. I'm gonna put you somewhere back there on the top where you can see everything. And then we'll be back. and close out this video. Because I got to pay attention, people. But wow, we're going to have lots of potatoes. And I think I'm going to have to can them. If they have holes, I think I have to cut them and can them. If they don't have holes, because we need to see the damage, then we can keep them in the barn. But let's see, where can I put you? Oh. Alright guys, something's wrong with the phone. Stop recording after 10 minutes. I think I need more space, but I think you guys saw what I did. I ended up pulling out everything for the chickens here. And then I have a hole in the middle because I got scraps. I wouldn't call it scraps. Scraps go to the chickens, but we do have coffee ground and eggshells and that kind of stuff that I keep as scraps in the kitchen. And I'm gonna come and toss it here and cover it up to see, because don't forget we put worms in there, and I want to see if that helps more of the soil. The other thing is, I think I already made a mental note about it, but next year I need to buy bush sweet potatoes if I want to put them in the bed, because these things, as you can see, was crawling everywhere. It didn't actually do a lot of potato. I mean, I got a good amount, but for the amount of slips and stuff that was in there wrapped around the whole entire bed, I really thought I was gonna get more. The other thing is that they ended up passing this, so it passed here some of the sweet potatoes, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of my sweet potatoes are actually underground. But I'm not gonna dig underground, because when I built these beds, we put wood chips, or sort of like that, shredded wood chips, and we put cardboard. So I do not want to tear all that apart. So if they're in there, good for the worms, they can have it. I'm not gonna fight about it. But as you can see, look, all of this was like everywhere. You see it? All of this was everywhere. So what did I learn? To buy bushel sweet potato. I hear those are a little bit better for the beds. And then if not, I guess I'll be doing sweet potatoes in my containers and not in the bed. I'm not gonna bore you because I don't know what's going on with the phone, but it's not gonna let me pass 10 minutes. So I still got this bed, and I still got that half bed over there to pull out. And then I am gonna do the same thing, because throughout the winter, as the scraps, the coffee ground, and I drink a lot of coffee, come in with the eggshells, I will put it in the spot that has a hole, not the one that has been covered. As you can see, I tested that piece over there. See the little, and that actually has, I think it was the scraps of all the things that I had on that bed, sort of like this, and I buried it. So we'll see if that works out. So that's my mental note also. And I also did it on that one as well, over there. So that being said, the next thing I'm going to do is pull out all these sweet potatoes. And I have that half, and then that's it. I'm done with sweet potatoes. I do have potatoes there in the black, and I have potatoes in the 2 gray bins. So we'll see. We shall see. But I'm going to pause it. I'm not going to record it, and I'll be back. Alright, so here's an example of the 2 composts. Once these fill out, this is what I'm planning on doing. And then I'm going to cover it up with the soil. Some of these eggs are not cracked because they were bad eggs. So it's going to stink up the place. But we also, there's potatoes on that one, because chickens should not be eating a lot of potato stuff, is from my understanding, from the research I did. So we try not to give them a lot of potatoes. But here's what my chicken, that's what it usually look like, just coffee and eggs, shells or eggs, and that's it. So that's technically what I'm going to put in every single one of these beds eventually. And then the rest will go to the compost. I just wanted to show you that. Oh my goodness, check it out, you guys. It's complete. It looks so ugly and empty. I made holes in the middle for all of them so I can do my compost. I'm tired. Let me take a break. I'll be back. Alright guys, let me show you what I harvested. This is what makes life exciting. Look at, I got 4, 5 big Yukon, I think. No, I don't know, some kind of potato. And then I got 4 red. And then I got like 6 carrots where those bees were. That right there, my friend, is the bomb diggity. Now I'm gonna go to the barn, show you my loofahs. Not all of them are dry, half of them are, but I have them airing out. Here, honey, I'll bring it up.
Yes,
okay.
I will bring it up, but I'm done.
Okay, I'll be up in a minute. And I gotta let them dry, so before I go shaking the seeds away, and also before I cut them into sponges. How exciting. Alright guys, look at that. Look at the amount of loofahs we have there. So some of these are not completely dry, some of them are. Like I tested this one, I hear the seeds is almost completely dry, but the rest of them are, half of them are not. So I'm gonna leave them there, let them dry out. It's not something that I need to do right now. We have a lot of sweet potatoes. I'll show you that when I get back inside the house. I do need to take the inventory of my seeds, and that's not happening today. I thought it was, but I am tired. I am beat. So I'm in here to take dinner out. Alright, I also wanted to take a moment in the barn in peace and quiet without nobody interrupting to let you guys know that this will be my final upload right now for the garden. Oh, I all dirty myself with dirt. Lexton has been having to go to physical therapy at least almost 2 to 3 times a week for his arm. He did the leg already, but it seems like the arm is not cooperating, so they are extending his therapy. So I can't be focused on satisfying you and satisfying hubby and working and doing all this stuff. So I am putting a hold on, not all the time, maybe I'll give you a monthly update on what's going on, but if I do something major in the garden, then maybe I'll record it without talking. But editing takes a lot. Like right now, editing this video that I'm gonna upload for you guys. Right now it's Sunday. I will not be done editing till like Tuesday, and that's taking a couple of hours of my life to edit. That being said, I'm not sure when I will see you. I'm sure I'll upload like important stuff, like when I do my journals. Obviously, starting 2026 is something that we all do, and maybe I'll upload something with that. But for right now, I need to focus on hubby and make sure that, you know, he does okay with the therapy and force him to do the therapy, because that's another thing. Men don't like doing things. So I gotta force him to do the stuff. So I will not be, so once again, it will be a while before you see my videos. Maybe a month or so. Maybe if I can do like a quick 5-minute, this is what we've been up to, this is what's going on, just for whoever cares. Family members, clearly you people got my number. You can just call me or text me. But besides that, I am literally done with the garden. There's nothing else there that needs to be done. I did the holes to put the compost, and that's something I will be doing. I will be putting the compost in the holes. I will be coming and doing an inventory on my seeds. If that's something that I could probably just sit there, record, and just do it really fast for you guys, and it'd probably be like a 5-minute video for you, then maybe I will. I don't know. It all depends on how Lexington is doing. And the next thing will be my bullet journal. So usually every year we start a new journal for our lives, and we like to set it up, and we like to do all these things to it. I don't know if you do, but I do. And maybe I'll record something with that. But besides that, let's see. I do have a lot of seeds. So let me turn you around. So I have all of these seeds here that I got to account for. I have all of these seeds that I have to account for, which is my cover cropping. And I want to actually... I wanted to do a cover crop on my beds, but I don't know if it's time, if I can do anything with any of these cover crops. I have all these seeds, and I have the container over there full of seeds. So I want to do an inventory of what I got on my seeds. Alright, so here is all the potatoes that we harvested. And here are the jars inside the house. Got more behind there. And we got more up here. Alright guys, for dinner I have seafood boil with the butter that's still cooking. And that, what I showed you before, was the actual, what is it called? All the canning that we have inside the house. So all the cannings that I have inside the house, once it gets lowered, I go to the barn and I get the stuff that I need from the barn. I don't have anywhere else where we have cans. It's basically here and on this side. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.